Donald Trump was off in Michigan yesterday, mostly not wearing a mask, but I want to talk about more of what he said than what he didn't do. And that's this little comment he made about Ford.
In our lifetimes, the company founded by a man named Henry Ford, good bloodlines, good bloodlines. If you believe in that stuff, you got good blood.
Okay, so... Yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking the first time I heard it. Okay, we've got stuff, but Brett, go.
There is no reason on earth for bloodlines, that word, to enter into his head, let alone come out his mouth, besides eugenics and anti-Semitism. There is no reason to think that. You say Henry Ford. What else is there? Maybe he thinks Harrison Ford is his kid? Is that what it is? Ford's filling station in Culver City, his son's restaurant that's like, meh? No. It is, I mean, if you had any doubt that this guy was a white supremacist, it's over. Like, it's over. Bloodlines is just Aryan-centric anti-Semitism. Period.
Maybe he's watched a lot of Star Wars movies, because they seem kind of obsessed with bloodlines, which also includes Harrison Ford, of course. Maybe that's what it is.
What's the only... I can't remember if it's 1984 or Brave New World, but, like, Ford is the refrain of some, like, dystopian future wasteland?
I don't think it's 1983. It might be Brave New World. But anyway, you probably get a little bit of that in Atlas Shrugged and stuff too. But anyway, yeah, so he seemingly ad-libbed, one would hope ad-libbed, talking about Ford in particular and then talking about bloodlines. Now, it is, as you will see, it's not that he never talks about people's bloodlines, but he does it in, like, very specific instances. And it's not common enough that you can just say the Ford thing's a coincidence or something. And here is why it's an unfortunate coincidence at best, and that is because we've got... Starting in 1920, Ford's newspaper, the weekly Dearborn Independent, which was distributed through Ford dealers, that's the weirdest thing, and sent free to schools and libraries around the country, published 90 anti-Semitic articles, later collected and distributed as a book called The International Jew. That's what it looked like. You know, you get a new Ford, you get updated about an international cabal.
If you were worried about the cryptic signaling of the international Jew, let me resolve any ambiguity you might be feeling with the world's problem.
Oh, so it's not like, it's not a positive evaluation.
It's not like, Jews, they have frequent flyer miles. It's they're a problem.
It's not
the cosmopolitan international Jew.
Okay, so I want to give people a little bit more information about Ford in particular. And the thing is, if on any given topic, if you have the option of, is Trump aware of facts or is he not aware of facts, you almost always are going to place your money on he's not aware of facts. I'm going to say, I think he's aware of some of these facts, but here you go. The collected articles that we just talked about were sold as a pamphlet, which was subsequently translated into German, and I think you know where this is going, and inspired Hitler's praise for Ford in Mein Kampf. Quote, "It is Jews who govern the stock exchange forces of the American Union. Only a single great man, Ford, to their fury, still maintains full independence." It's the rare direct quote from Mein Kampf on the show. But to give you a little bit more information about
behind the scenes, John's full of them.
To give you a little bit more information about Adolf Hitler's admiration for Ford, the wall beside his desk in Hitler's private office is decorated with a large picture of Henry Ford. And in 1938, Ford accepted the Grand Cross of the German Eagle, the Nazi regime's highest honor for foreigners, on the occasion of his 75th birthday. The two Nazi diplomats who pinned the medal on his chest also brought a personal message of congratulations from Hitler. So he had two Nazi diplomats pinning things onto him, and he liked that.
Ford is a symbol of Americana, and people who wear it proudly and aren't Chevy people who say fix or repair daily, It is a symbol of Americana because of cars and assembly lines and manufacturing and open roads, right? Those people never use the word bloodline to essentially out themselves as knowing about the anti-Semitism. Trump absolutely did. There is no other way to read this than he knows all this Hitler stuff. Like with Hitler, you could say bloodlines because you're criticizing Hitler because you know he's an anti-Semite, obviously. But for Ford, everybody just kind of listening, hearing bloodlines who doesn't know about Ford's anti-Semitism had to be like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, some of them probably understood what was going on and why he would talk about the assembly line. Talk about like the Mustang or something. The talking about the bloodlines. That's the weirdest.
It's only clanny crap.
Yeah. Imagine any conversation, someone bringing up bloodlines, and it's not about the Westminster Kennel Club or whatever. How weird that would be.
Like my high school basketball coaches would talk about bloodlines when they were like saying who their kids, their basketball players should start dating so that the kids could be taller. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
that's still weird. That's just a very specific sort of weird.
It's still creepy, but at least like it's in that respect. Either you're breeding dogs or you're trying to have tall kids, or you're engaging in eugenics, or advocating for its use.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.